Hello everybody and welcome to some Trade Life Simulator. Or is it Trade Life Simulator? I can never quite tell. Now, I did do a few episodes of this a little while ago on YouTube. And the ones I put on YouTube were actually kind of like comedy ones. We had a little laugh and messed about. But the other day, on Twitch, I actually offered up a whole list of games that I would like, I wanted the community to decide which game is it they would like me to stream next. And to my amazement, on two separate occasions of when we had this voting, this game actually came out on top. A lot of the community actually wanted to see more of this game. So I thought, well, okay, in that case then, not only did I obviously stream it, but I thought, well, maybe it's about time that I put another episode up on YouTube. But this time, a bit more serious and looking at some of the, the mechanics of the game and things that they've added since. Because they've added a lot, fair does. So as you can see from the previous early episodes that I put up, my shop has come a long way. I have 2 fridges, I have lots of shelving, we even have some electronics. I actually had several gaming consoles, I've sold some. So yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of produce now in the shop, and we tick over, pretty well. As you can see, my current cash in my pocket is 2.5 grand. Got some in the bank. We are all good. So what have they added besides an awful lot of new produce? Well, they've added the ability to hire more people, ability to buy a farm, ability to buy a second floor in the shop. The town itself has a lot more things. There's loads more going on now. In the past, there was a few different places we could go to. Now, there's a lot. We'll actually pop over to the one area that's definitely new, that people wouldn't have seen last time they tuned in. Just gonna pop over here. There are 3 new shops over here. There's the vegetable shop. Check some prices. All the stuff I want is actually too high right now. But since we're here, we'll pick up some potatoes while we're here. Why not? Just check them on there for now. There's butchers. Oh, steak. Steak. I'll pass for now. And then there is the electronics store. Now this, yet again, has had another kind of like revamp. All kinds of goodies in here. Televisions, laptops, printers, computers. Could get a desktop in actually, couldn't we? Nice decent sized monitors. Come on, we'll pick up a monitor. I think we're going to pick up a desktop. Why not? Check that on the back. Now, one of the other things that they've done is they've improved the car's handling. Your default car. There's a lot more cars you can buy. But your default car, if you remember before, we slammed on the brakes and still carried on for a long way. Now in the wet when it's raining, you do actually still carry on quite a ways. Let me just grab a little bit of food. Nom nom nom. But it's nowhere near as crazy as it was. I've actually still got those potatoes, but hey, they don't go off. Thankfully, a lot of these produce do not have like a sell-by date kind of thing. Some do. Now, what I mean by they have a sell-by date is, we'll deal with these in a minute, is simple. If you put stuff that needs to go in a fridge, outside of a fridge, you basically have a timer. If you run out of time, they will spoil and go off. You can't then put them in the fridge. Okay, let's get a few. So with the computer here, we get 2 in our box. And with the screen, we probably also get 2. Just not 100% sure. Yeah, we get 2 monitors as well. But really, the objects float. Now, they float when you kind of purposely make them float. Like I was doing then. If I pick up something underneath, the remaining one will float. However, the customers won't do that. The customers will always take top down. So there's, if you walk around your shop, you're not going to get magically floating stuff unless you put it there. It's simple as that. So they did a very good job with that. Faye does. Now, let's have a quick chat about some of the mechanics in the game. First up is going to be nighttime and sleeping. Now, you don't need to sleep. Now, this can be quite useful. What you can do is work through the night, sorting out your shop if your shop needed a lot of work. If you want to try and get your shelves restacked and tidied up, or you just bought a massive load of produce and you wanted to get it on the shelves looking nice, then you can work through the night, and there's no negative with regards like how your character's energy meter goes. It does have an energy meter. There's the bottom right hand corner, you will see urine, the dirtiness, the hunger. Then the green bar above it is your energy. As I run around, it'll go down. If I get too hungry, that energy meter will basically become non-existent, and I will have to go and eat. Let's have a quick look at the stuff I've got on my shelves, things I need to go and buy soon. I'll go buy them in the morning. I'll explain why in a moment. I'm just checking my shelves. Okay, so you don't need to sleep. However, what you will get now is when you go to buy goods, it'll tell you whether or not those goods are actually at a good price or not. Whether or not they're at a sale at the wholesalers, so that when you buy them, you get a good deal yourself. Now, I didn't even check actually to see if the computers and the screens were a good deal. I think they were. But yeah, let's actually go and do that now. So the shop's about to close. I'll just take a bit of cash that's in the shop. We'll go and pay a quick visit to, it's nighttime now. We'll pay a little visit to our regular shop. Actually, no. I'm going to go home. I'm going to sleep. And I'll explain why when we go to the shop. Oh, this wall. Remember this wall? We used to drive down here, slam the brakes on about now, and smash into that wall. So yeah, thankfully they have fixed the brakes in the car. So, as I said, you don't need to sleep. But there's a very key function that happens when you do sleep that's going to be extremely important to you making a lot of money. Now, I'll try to remember some of the things that I needed. Just have a quick scan around my shelves. The dog treats was the main one that leapt out at me. Now you can flip your car and lose control if you go in these corners too tight, but it is pretty forgiving. So, this is the shop you all remember from last time. There's a lot more stuff in here now. Right, so this says here, good price. And when you look in the bottom left-hand corner, it's difficult to see because other stuff's in the way. You can see that it's basically $20 below norm. So you want to try and buy things that you need when they're on sale. For obvious reasons. These are still, yeah. I mean, if you don't need them straight away, it's also a good idea just to, you know, buy some in, stock up. You might as well. There's no real harm. The game is really about making sure that when a customer comes in, you have what he wants. Keeping your customers happy is key in this game. Now, you actually get in the top left-hand corner, you can see there's like a gold star. When that bar is full, it means that your customers are, well, extremely happy. And it's your rating, what they rate your shop as. If you have a low rating, then you will not be able to even buy the electronics to sell them. They won't sell them to you. So you've got to have a shop with a reasonable rating in order to do that. Now, how full can you load your car? Well, so I'm going to show you now. You can actually load your car pretty full. Let's check to see if there's some more sun cream. So do a decent shop here, buying a lot of things that I want. Some burgers. What else do I want? These are new, they've been reskinned, by the way. So the salami sausages and such have been reskinned. They're slightly different now. And they're stackable. The previous ones you couldn't stack on top of each other. But the new ones have been reskinned and you can stack them. La 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 la. Check to see where else I want to bring in. Stack this up. Some nice easy sale stuff. And then I'll show you just how much you can load onto your car. Okay, this is probably enough. So, you can put stuff on the bonnet. Yeah, as long as you can drive as best you can and see past, you can put it on the bonnet. You can put it on the roof. However, although it lets you double stack, if you drive away, the top stack there will be left behind. So really, you can only stack it one high on the roof. Okay, you can do basically 3 wide on the back, 3 high, and then a row across the roof. And if you really have to, you can put it on the bonnet. So you can stick a lot of produce on your car. Now, although there's a little bit of physics with the driving, there's no physics with regards to the produce staying on the roof. So if you fling your car around corners really fast, it won't go flying all over the road. So you're pretty safe there. So yeah, so what I was going to say about sleeping is if you don't sleep, then the prices of the produce that you just seen in the shop, the ones that said good price, will stay exactly the same. They won't change overnight, okay? So if you work through the night, the shops will have exactly the same prices in them, the wholesales will, the following day. Now you can use that to your advantage if there's actually something in the shop you want some more of but you don't have enough money. But in general, you're going to be there going, right, well, all the stuff that's on sale today I've bought, and the things that I really need that I didn't buy yesterday because they were too expensive, because I didn't sleep, I'm still stuck in the same boat. So it's always best if you can to go and sleep so that you can recycle those prices. A quick look. I do have some frozen here that I need to get away as such. So let's get this frozen in. So grab the stairs. It's kind of the height's all wrong, but that's fine. We can work with it. Let's get these burgers in. Because yeah, if you don't put them in the fridge, they will go off. They actually change into like a weird sort of like symbol. We can stick some down here. When they go off, and if you click on it, you just get nothing in return. This is actually where my milk's supposed to go. This is going to be awkward. Could actually get a lot more of these if I do this, couldn't I? There we go. Now, when you first start playing the game, it's pretty... let me just get you stacked better. It's pretty tough to make any money. You are really struggling when you first start off on this game. You get a few boxes of produce in the back room, and that's it. Yeah, you don't really have anything. You've got like a table, sell them off. But you'll soon get there. Yeah, just keep your shelves stocked with as much variety as possible. That's really the key. Oh, I really am going to struggle in these fridges now, aren't I? I bought a little bit too much, and I don't have the fridges to go with it. Ooh, this could be an issue. Burgers stacked up differently. Yeah, variety is the way to go. The way I think of it is as I said on all my streams, you got to imagine that you've got, say, 50 people per day that's going to come into your shop. That means you have 50 chances to make money. It's not like real life whereby you don't know how many people are going to come into your shop per day. This is pretty much straightforward. Yeah. You've got X amount of people coming in. You say 50 just as a ballpark. How many of them are going to go away having given you money? So the greater variety that you have, the more chance you've got of every one of those persons giving you a profit. Now, in turn, that also does put your rating up, because you actually get a rating based on... put this over in the corner. Based on how many happy customers you get. So yeah, as long as your customers are going away able to have got what they wanted, they will be happy and your rating will go up. But you're not really interested in rating to start with. You are interested in turning a profit. So you want to do that by making sure, even if it's a small amount, you have a bit of everything. There's nothing wrong with buying all the cheap stuff to start with, so like lots of cola and crisps, because they're sales and they are profit. Now, yeah, okay, you're not potentially going to be able to pay your bills living off the sales of cola and crisps, because you still have to pay your staff, you still have to pay your energy. Just grabbing more bits here. So you do need to stock some things that are going to bring in a decent money. But if you keep at it, as you can see, soon enough you'll have a shop like this, whereby, I mean, I've got huge amount of money on these shelves. You know, the amount of produce I have on my shelves is a fortune. So they've even got computers on the shelves, just hanging around with no major worry if they take ages to sell. But I'm not rich. What, you know, I'll be looking for is buying the farm, buying the second floor of this shop. I mean, the second floor of this shop, open it up just so we can have a look and, you know, make an episode showing off the second floor. That's $5,000 just for that floor. So although it looks like, hey, yeah, you've got loads of money, Baron, I certainly don't. You're going to need an awful lot more than what you can see on my screen. You also have to pay the upkeep of your car. Now, you can order produce in over the phone. Now, let me show you how that works. So if you want to order produce in over the phone, you come to this computer here. Not these two, but this one. You open it up, and then you can see Jabba Delivery. You can pick a product. It'll tell you what the price usually is, what its current price is. So you can see that's a high, that's a good. But it's going to add $10 delivery charge. This is per item. So if I buy 6 things off you, it's going to cost me an extra $60. Now, for some of the high price things, that's fine, yeah? If you're spending that kind of money anyway, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. However, if it's going to be something like this, then that is doubling the price. You'll not make your money back. So, you want to be a little bit careful about using the delivery system. I mean, yes, it's saving you petrol and oil and wear and tear on your car. Yes, it's also convenient because I don't have to go over there and it just instantly arrives out the back. The moment you press the button, it's there. So, yeah, it's worth doing on the occasional item, especially if there was a big ticket item that you could see that was suddenly very low, like as if these were low, these are quite expensive. It could be worth going, do you know what, I'll just buy them in. Like, dried cat food is actually low. Do we have on sale? No. I'm not gonna buy it in if it's expensive in the first place. Cooking oil. Try and have like sensible sections in my shop, but that's just me. I mean, there's no reason to have. I try and keep all of like the cleaning and the bleach etc. away from the drinks and things, you know, obvious stuff. But the game doesn't mind. You're not going to lose rating if you have a potentially dangerous shop where you're not really segregating off dangerous produce. There's anyone there. Like, for example, all my bleaches and things are over here. I don't really want to put cooking oils or drinks together with them. A few dead people. I've got loads of cola. Stocked up some extra cola. It actually goes down quite quick sometimes. You can come in and find that all your cola is just, you know, gone. So, while things are on sale, grabbing a bunch of it is not a bad idea. So there you go. This is the game now as it stands. There's a lot more that they've added. Fair does. There's a lot more shelving options over in the furniture shop. I've got, you know, some nice new furnishings, but there's a lot more there. They've got electronics now. God, people are buying my phones up pretty fast. You can buy some more phones. So yeah, it's actually come a long way from where it was when it first came out. I'm just gonna put one of these on top just so I can see at a glance what it is I've got in storage. There's a storeroom at the back, but I just kind of like check it all there, where I can see it in plain sight. So if you want to see more of this, like I say, it was actually the highest voted game for me to stream the other day. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comments and I'll do some more. I'll try and put in the hours needed, and it probably will be quite a lot of hours, to unlock the second story, or to buy a farm and we can see what the farm does exactly. There is the ability for you to buy like trading stock, but I know that's $7,000 to buy some shares, so that's not going to happen for some time. Yeah, I mean, if we can get the money together, we'll look at some of these more expensive things in the game. Maybe buy a new car. But that stuff is expensive. So it will rely me putting in a vast amount of hours to try and turn over that kind of amount of money. Yeah. Just looking at the produce I have here and thinking about, I need to turn over $5,000 spare cash, still have all this stock in order to go and unlock a second floor. Wow. Right, well, thank you very much for watching this. I say, I'm hoping that the fact that this was the highest voted game means that it's one of the games that you wanted to see on YouTube, covered a bit more. And yeah, leave some comments, and I will see you all next time. Bye now.